Good morning, everybody. I'm bringing you in today for the second turkey that I cooked. The first one I roasted, and the second one I'm going to put into my stock pot with my vegetables and some seasonings and get it cooked up. Okay, so what I'm going to show you is that get you in here a little bit, show you what I've done here. I've cut up the turkey just to get it in pieces so it'd be easier to fit in my stock pot. Now my stock pot is a 23 quart stock pot that we had got at Sam's Club, and I use this thing a lot, and especially really is good with making big meals like this. So then I got 2 stalks of celery, and then I've got a big bag of carrots here. Bring it down here some. I've got 2 onions that I'm going to cut up and put in here. I've got garlic. I'm going to get that ready, put in here. This is from some of the broth from the last turkey that I used, so I'm going to put this in with my stock pot, so add more liquid to it and more flavor to it. I'm going to use some basil leaves, some poultry seasoning, and some rosemary. If I had time, I would put that in there, but I went to the store to look for it and they were completely out. They were like really short on a lot of the seasonings. But then I've got my the pink Himalayan salt here, and then I've got some peppercorns I'm also going to add to it. I'm also going to add some, besides this garlic, I'm going to add some powdered garlic in with it, or maybe a granulated garlic. And I'm going to let this cook and simmer probably most of the day, and then I'll pull out my meat and get the meat off the bones. And the turkey I have before, I have the bones for it. Now I won't be doing that today, but maybe within the next couple of days I'm going to put these bones together in the stock pot and make a bone broth with that. So I'll get the meat into jars, and how Lori did it, Miss Lori did it on Whippoorwill Holler, is after she got her meat out of there, she used her immersion blender and blended in all your vegetables and seasonings. Now I'm going to do that with this one. I think that's a great idea, and it's just something different, so I'm going to give it a try, and I will link her video up into the corner. So I'm gonna get started here, and then I'll bring you guys back as we go. So happy to have you all join me, and please hit the subscribe button. This would really help me out. Hit the like button, and leave me a comment, and maybe some suggestions of what you guys would like to see. So, but yeah, thanks for coming along, and I am so grateful that I can share this to everybody. Thank you. See you here in a little while. Bye. Okay, so the turkey in my stock pot has cooked for about 4 hours, and I went through there and pulled out the turkey. As you can see, the meat's just falling off the bones, but once this completely cools down, I'll go through here and pull the bones out, pull the meat out, and separate them. So that way I can just get in here and make sure I get all the stuff that I don't want, and then I'll save these bones to do a bone broth. Maybe tomorrow, not for sure, but I'll bring you along for that. But there still is some carrots that I'm finding and celery that I'm finding in here that I'm kind of picking and putting back. But this meat's really tender, so I don't think it's going to be very hard to get these bones out. Over here I've got my my stock pots with the vegetables, and I did have some pieces of turkey left in here, but I went through here several times and I've not found any bones that I had left in there. So I'm going to let this cook for just a little bit longer, and then I'll puree these up, and then I'll can up this broth with this. It looks really good. I'll probably add some more water to it, just so I can get more broth out of it, but I'm probably going to puree it first before I do that. So, but I'll bring you along for each of it. I just wanted to let you see what we've got going on so far. And yeah, this turkey's just got to cool off, but like I said, it's just, I mean, it's just falling right off the bones. So the big bones, I'm able just to pick through here and get those off. And then I'll can up. I'll put this turkey in jars and get this canned up as well. So I'll bring you along for the rest of the process. We're getting there. Right here I've got more of the other part of the gizzards and the neck for the puppy dogs, and yeah. So I mean, both turkeys was a little over $7 a piece, so $14, $15, and it's quite a bit. So, you know, it's totally worth it. And then, you know, we get good nutrition, bone broth and this other kind of broth, and turkey in jars, and yeah, I can't wait to get this on my shelf, because you can use this stuff for so much. You can make some turkey casseroles, or chicken pot or turkey pot pies, or, you know, whatever you want to use it for. There's a lot of different things that you can use it for, but it's so good, and it's good to have it around so that we can have it when we need it. Just go to the pantry, pull it off the shelf, and cook dinner, and it's ready. So I'll get the rest of this picked through once this completely cools off, and save the bones, and then work on the broth in the on the stock pot. So I'll bring you along. I'm excited to get the rest of it out. See y'all here after a while. Hello everybody. This is turkey number 2 that I'm working on. I just wanted to bring you along and show you what I've got done so far. I have my lids and everything soaking, and then I've got my pan that I've got cleaned up. Hi, crybaby. No, you have to get down. So, I've got this all washed up. My lid, I've got it washed up again. Got really hard water stains on it. Make sure my pour hole is clean. Make sure there's nothing blocking it. Everything works on it. The plug. And then I'm just warming up my jars. And then I'll be canning the broth first. Have that warmed up. I've got the turkey back here. That will, broth will be cooking up first, and then we'll can up the turkey. I've got 3 inches of water. I have the stick that I have marked. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I have it marked for my marker. And then once everything gets heated up and ready to go, then I'll bring you along for the canning process of the broth. Alright, we're going to bring you back. And I'll fill up these jars with this broth. Now this broth is with the pureed carrots and celery, onions, and garlic. So this will be very tasty. Just fill it up to an inch headspace. Now these are hot jars, hot broth, and a hot canner. So you don't have to worry about any thermal shock. I'm going to bring you guys down just a little bit so you can see what I'm doing here. It's a little too full. paper towels. I'm gonna clean off the rims of these jars because they're really messy. I'm using vinegar and warm water. And fingertip tight. This label will come off. On the canner. That broth looks really good. You dropping stuff, son? Do what?
Exhaust gasket. Manifold gasket.
Okay, so I got all 7 jars into the pressure canner. I still have some left, maybe about 2 more quarts, maybe, we'll see. And then we'll get this going. I'll get the lid on it and vent it for 10 minutes. And then get you. Ignore the dog barking in the background. Get this. See what I'm doing here. I got this. I got the lid on. Get this going for 10 minutes. I have this. Once this comes up and it puts out the steam, I'll let it vent for 10 minutes, and then I will cook this for 25 minutes once it comes up to pressure, which out of my complete guide to home canning, I printed it off. I already got stuff on it. But where I'm at, quarts for a broth, chicken or turkey, is 25 minutes. And then for where I'm at is 11 pounds. So this is what I'm going to follow with the broth. And then we'll get it canned up. And once this starts having the heavy, steady stream out of it, then I'll place my weights up on there, vent it for, and then cook it for 25 minutes. And I'll be back. Okay, I don't know if you can see this or not, but I have a steady stream here. Now I'm going to time this for 10 minutes. That little dilly bobby's popped up. Set this for 10 minutes. And then once that 10 minutes is up, I'll put my little knob on, where it's my weight, and then let it come up to pressure at 11, and then I'll start my time for 25 minutes. Okay, to bring you here, I've got this broth finished. I'm not going to try to move that too much, but as you can still see, they're still boiling in there. I just pulled them out, and most of them pinged while they were in the canner before I took them out. Then we'll come over here and I'll show you the canner, and it's fog you guys up, but it's clear. If you can tell, it doesn't look like there was any type of siphoning. And I checked the water level, and it's at 3 inches, so we're good there. So then we're going to bring you over here. What we're going to do next is this turkey. So get you guys so you can see everything here. This sauce, or this broth that I still have left, I'm going to use this in a couple of my jars. Have it for like a turkey soup. So my jars are hot. And I'm going to pack these with the turkey meat. get this turkey to 1 inch headspace. Pump that down so I can get more in there. Okay, now I'm going to pour this broth in here. Let's try to get that to go down some.